Good morning, welcome, Chodesh Tova, Guten Chodesh, happy Rosh Chodesh. Today is May 12th, Rosh Chodesh Sivan. Welcome to the Kilat Shari Torah, daily Halacha review and Omer count. Speaking of the Omer, today is day 45 of counting the Omer, Hayom, Chamisha v'arba'im yom, shehem shisha shvois u'shloisha yamim la'omer. The excitement is palpable. We are getting close to the holiday of Shavuot, just a few days away. Day 45 in the Mishnah parallels what it says in Pirkei Avos, the Mishnah about acquiring Torah, the 48 means of acquiring Torah. Day number 45 is Lomed al Manas Lasos, is learning in order to do. Yesterday we spoke about learning in order to share with others, to teach. So this means that Lomed al Manas Lasos means that someone should learn Torah with the intention of bringing one's knowledge into action. In other words, it's not just a theoretical, nice set of ideas that one learns and then moves on to watch the ball game. Rather, lo ha-medrash ha'ikar ela ha-maisa. The sages teach that it's not even the darshan explaining, studying, it's the action that's the main point. So although Torah learning is a great thing, if it's not done with the intention of acting upon it, one is really missing a critical, essential component. Sefirah called Lechem Shemayim adds to this that when one learns with the purpose of hoping to change the way one acts, this kind of learning will not be easily forgotten, because it applies with practical relevance to one's life. Yesterday we mentioned Rav Moshe Feinstein was on his way to an important meeting for the Agudas Yisrael. As he was walking, he suddenly noticed someone ahead, davening Shemona Esrei. Rav Moshe stopped in his tracks because the Halacha says that you may not walk in front of a person who's davening Shemona Esrei. A few minutes passed, the person was still davening. Rav Moshe's Gabbai commented there were many Rabbanim waiting for Rav Moshe to arrive, and the hour was late. Rav Moshe said, what can I do? If there's a wall in front of me. Rav Moshe learned the halacha, and it became as practical and real as a physical structure. It was really a wall. He wasn't able to cut in front of the person out of respect for the person's Shemona Esrei, standing before Hashem. Reb Shlomo Wolbe, who we mentioned the other day, famous, well-known, highly regarded educator and Rebbe in Israel, taught his students that every part of the Chumash has practical lessons that can be extracted from it. If not mitzvahs and halachic lessons, at least lessons to show one how we ought to think and act. He quoted the Vilna Gaon, who said that the 613 mitzvahs are the general mitzvahs. It says in Malos HaTorah. And from those stem many more specific mitzvahs scattered around the rest of the Torah. Hence, when we sit down to learn, we should be thinking about what practical lesson we can learn from the material we're going through to be able to act upon it. Okay, we spoke yesterday about Kavod Yom Tov, about honoring the Yom Tov, the holiday. Now we'll speak about Oneg, about delight. The sages of blessed memory said on each Yom Tov day, we should have 2 meals, one at night, one during the day. It's not our custom to have a third meal. Some say that you should have something, a little piece of fruit or something in the afternoon, but generally speaking, we do not eat shalosh seudos. You're welcome to, but not obligated to. What we are obligated is to make kiddush over a cup of wine before the meal. We should say hamotzi on 2 loaves as we do on Shabbos, and we should be lavish, it says in Kitzur Shulchan Aruch, with meat, wine, and sweets according to your means. So don't break the bank, but do this is what we have money for, to be able to enjoy a nice Yom Tov repast. On every Yom Tov, at the conclusion of Kiddush at night, we say the bracha of Shechianu on the joy of the holiday, except for the 7th and 8th day of Pesach, when Shechianu is omitted, because they are not a separate Yom Tov. They are a continuation of the first days of Pesach. When we light the candles, when we kindle the licht, women and men who light candles also should not say the bracha Shechianu on Yom Tov. Some women follow the custom saying Shechianu on all Yom Tovim, and we don't accept 7th and 8th day of Pesach, and we don't protest their practice. In other words, that's the time that women, in actual practice, that's the time when women do make Shechianu, is my understanding of the prevailing custom. And then at the Seder, for example, if someone said Shechianu already when they lit candles, so they don't repeat it in the Kiddush, say it once per night. Okay, we'll leave it there. Have a wonderful day, Rosh Chodesh Sivan. So we do include Hallel, half Hallel, and Musaf for Rosh Chodesh is said without tefillin, and the Psalms for the day for Rosh Chodesh, and so on. All the things that usher in a happy and holy and spiritual and delightful, and again, should be, please God, should be healthy for everybody, month of Sivan, the month of receiving the Torah. It should be good for us and for all Yisrael. Have a good day. Please join us again tomorrow.